everybody? This is Mike B with ZAM.com. We're at GDC 2010, and I'm sitting here with the Aika team, Christina and Bob, and they're going to tell us a little bit about Aika, which is right now in kind of open beta, closed beta. Where are we at right now?
We're in between closed beta and open beta. Open beta is March 16th.
March 16th?
Yes, sir. Tuesday.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about it. From what I've heard, it's like a PvP-centric type of MMORPG, so kind of fill me in a little bit. What's going on?
Sure, yeah, Aika. So Aika Online is the newest free-to-play MMORPG from Galanet. And we like to say that our Aika can support 1,000 versus 1,000 PvP. So this is PvP definitely on a massive scale. And it's not just any sort of everyone all in, everyone for themselves, Zergrush sort of PvP either. This is PvP that is politically and strategically motivated. So this is a game that will have a community around it that will support really interesting military and political maneuvering and tactical organizing for people who are very interested in getting together in small groups or large groups and really duking it out with a purpose.
So I heard so you said 1,000 versus 1,000. Mm-hmm. I heard castle sieges and like weekly type thing. So how are you guys going to organize having 1,000 people on at once? I mean, that's like, isn't that that's really intense. It's got to be intense. So do you guys have some kind of phasing thing where I'm only going to see like the people next to me or something like that, or within a certain like 100 meters, 300 meters? I mean, obviously you guys got some kind of plan, right? 1,000 people, that's a lot. Yeah,
well, the game has been built from the ground up by our developers, Joy Impact, specifically designed for this kind of scale. Yeah, you will see scaling and view distances, and you'll see people coming in and out. But everything that involves you, all your radius is, everything's very, it runs very nicely. We've heard great reports on even force systems with the game running very well, even with a large amount of people on the screen. We haven't reached open beta yet, so we don't have the capacity yet. So hopefully in the upcoming week, we're going to see tons and tons of people. The Castle Siege is a weekly thing, so everybody knows where to go and when. Mm-hmm. So it is an event, and we will see the full scale of Aika Saturday. I can't do that math, but so Tuesday is 16 plus like 4 or something. I don't know.
Math. So another thing I kind of read, which I thought was kind of interesting, is I think this is probably the only game where there's like a hamster mount and a hover bike in the same. Maybe one of the Final Fantasies, one of the 20 Final Fantasies has it, I'm sure. But I mean, really, how do we work this out? Like, what age are we at here? Like on the timeline where we have rideable hamsters and hover bikes?
It's a war hamster.
War hamster. It is a very fierce armored war hamster. So we're introducing the mounts for open beta. You can get them at level 40, and each of the 6 classes has a class specific mount. So the scout classes, which are the gun using classes, have the hover bikes. I guess there's some sort of synergy between using guns and having this cool sci-fi sort of floating bike. And then the warrior in particular, the warrior and the paladin are the melee fighter classes, and the warrior has the war hamster, paladin has a unicorn. The 2 spellcasting classes, the warlock and the cleric, have slightly different animals. The cleric has this enormous kitty, this enormous cat which she rides, and then the warlock has a little dragon. So I think it's a testament to sort of the humor of the game, and also just the variety that you can have. This is a PvP focused game, but there's a lot to the PvE as well. There's lots of the character classes, to the questing, to the raiding content, and also to the mounts.
So this is a pretty fierce looking unicorn, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is there like rainbows flying off one of these, like riding and all that stuff? Because that would be awesome. I'm just throwing that idea out there. I think that would be really awesome. So are they able to level while they're PvPing and PvEing, or is it like a mixed match, or can I say if I just wanted PvP only, I suppose I could probably level through that?
There is an amount of experience gained for PvP. The main focus for the leveling will be through quests. The quests are very quick, and they do provide like a gigantic amount of experience. It's not really you go and farm or you go and grind. It's more of a questing experience. So that's really where you're gonna get the most experience. But you can also PvP and get a little bit less bang for your buck, but maybe that's what you want to do.
The game leveling system, especially at the early stages, is designed so that people get up to that point where they can PvP as quickly as possible. And so it's not sort of your stereotypical, very grind-heavy East Asian MMO sort of thing, even though it was made by a developer in Korea. So we want Aika to be the one that's sort of the exception, the one that sort of says, hey, you can
not a grind fest.
Not a grind fest. So it's really fun in that sense that we have this questing system, which is actually really fun. The quests are very entertaining. We've had a lot of comments from people saying that they're a lot of fun to go through, and that it gets you up to that PvP participation level very quickly, so you can jump right in.
All right, great. Well, sounds like fun. Is there anything else you guys like to add?
Our quests are really funny.
The quests are very funny, and let's see, there's also one feature that players have been talking about a lot is the Pran. The Pran is sort of a 7th class, a semi-controllable NPC, sort of a pet, but we call her more of a fairy familiar because she's very interactive. So players have been saying that they really, you get your Pran at level 7, and then she actually evolves with you, and based on your interactions with her, she develops different personality, she develops stronger and stronger magical powers, and if she likes you, she'll support you and cheer for you and buff you in battle, and if she doesn't, she'll just tell you to bug off. So I think that's definitely a fun part of the game people have been talking about.